Welcome, I am Captain Moron. I am a casual Marvel Snap streamer and content creator bound to boldly find card synergies that no snapper has found before. I play a different deck every week and then I show the highlights, both infinite and moronic, in a short 5-minute video here on YouTube after I stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights. Real brief, half an hour stuff. Just a quick review before we get started. What I'm going to do is review the deck I played 2 weeks ago, the deck I played this last week. We're going to talk about the MVP, the surprise, the takeaway for each of those decks. Then we're going to go into what I'll be playing this week and have a quick review of where you can find the decks on Marvel Snap Zone as well as my Twitch schedule going forward. So, first off, the deck you saw if you watched the last YouTube video that I would be playing. I'm going to call it Omega Onslaught on MarvelSnapZone.com, so if you want to find it there. The MVP of this deck had to be Onslaught. People do not anticipate Onslaught on top of Iron Man and Omega Red. Now, the surprise I found was Mr. Fantastic. I had played this deck before, but not with Mr. Fantastic. If I could land Mr. Fantastic Omega Red Onslaught all on the same location, well, that's 12 to the other locations just for those 3 cards. The takeaway is this. I started the week with Omega Red at 46, rank 46 with 2 cubes toward 47, ended rank 64, 3 cubes toward 65. That's 181 cubes, or just a little over 18 rank, but it's just the same play over and over and over. Try to draw all the cards, so you get the combo, play the combo, and it's boring. Hence, I said I will die if I attempt to play this for another week. So, I made a new deck. I got a card, Nick Fury, and I call it the Nick Electro Fury deck. This deck did significantly worse than the Omega Onslaught deck, but it was a lot more fun. I started at rank 60, 0 cubes, and ended the week at rank 58 in 4 cubes. So that's a negative 16. The MVP of this deck, and this is going to tie into next week's deck, was Moon Girl. Oh, the things you could do. Moon Girl your Devil Dino, Moon Girl your Collector, Moon Girl your Bishop. Moon Girl was great, especially combined with Quinjet, who was the surprise for me. I hadn't played a lot of Quinjet. Quinjet is so nice. And your hood costs 0. You Moon Girl and all those cards are 1 less with the Quinjet. And if you do magical things like with cloning Vats and you have multiple Quinjets, you can just play all the cards your heart desires. And the takeaway is, if you have any deck where you've got some kind of big play plan, Devil Dino is a great one. 1 or 2 cards are going to come in and just really hammer it home. You know, maybe Taskmaster. You just take that Moon Girl and you put her on that Quinjet, and pretty soon you're going to be seeing Moon Girl in your dreams. Now, this week's deck, She-Hulk. I thought to myself once, dang, if you played Magic and then you had She-Hulk, you could play She-Hulk and Infinite on turn 7. Now, there's a bit more to it than that, and you'll see that in this layout. Sunspot, no brainer. If you're not going to play any cards on turn 6, that's just that turn alone. Put your Sunspot at 7. Quinjet, imagine you Moon Girl your She-Hulk, and then you have Quinjet. Titania, it's 5 power, and I thought, hey, if I Moon Girl with Titania in my hand as well, that's a 1, a 0 Titania. I could play both the Titanias, which is another 10 power. You have to be careful if you have initiative, because if they play cards there, it could pop your Titania back and forth, right? It's a little odd, but it's been fun. I've tried it a little bit. Goose is there to prevent them from playing big and then allow you to She-Hulk big. Okoye is to make the She-Hulks bigger, make the Infinite bigger, armors to protect the Sunspot. If you can Nakia then Moon Girl, right, no matter what, those leftmost cards are going to be the ones that are copied, and hopefully they're She-Hulk and or Infinite. Rogue is just there to prevent some really strong combos. Magic is there to extend the game so that you can get the free She-Hulks. She-Hulk herself. I always think this is a soccer ball. It's not. And the Infinite. Catch me on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. There'll be brief 30-minute streams, and you can watch how this She-Hulk deck works out. Don't forget to head over to MarvelSnapZone.com, and you can find the Onslaught deck and the Nick Electro Fury deck. Until then, I hope you have the best weekend of your life. And don't forget, I am Captain